crown. Call that line, you getting beat. Real boy veteran, boy academy. He still remember me when they were sick and needed their medicine. Better watch it, partner, you from around here thinking sweet, you got the wrong idea. Get left out there, tell them so what? I kept trap music all black. Still, I'm that stupid. Still down to do it if you act stupid. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah. Trap music all black. Get locked up and get back.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. Able to slither by. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Marshawn Lynch fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, here's Luck. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And now running right through it. Into the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love? And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. As his guys are in for 6, and the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's got his man, Hilton. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
11 feet. 675.
Here's Luck. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Now a first down throw. Luck caught left side by Hilton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. A shotgun snap for Luck. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On first down, Luck. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mack. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Luck throwing again. Man open left side. It's Williams. Williams loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll field this at the 5. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Here's Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Luck. He's got it to Hilton. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now it's Luck. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now here come the Raiders. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Play action. Now it's Carr. Letting one fly deep for... He's got a man. Complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 36 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jabal Sheard in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Carr. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Coleman now. Room here to run. Unable. The ball comes out. And the Colts pick it up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Washington. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to throw deep back over. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. In for the score. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Luck. Green with a catch left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Throwing on third down, Luck. Caught left side, Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So out come the Raiders. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Carr now on first down. He's going to air one out. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And there he went quite a ways just to catch that ball. He started out lined up out to the right, caught it on the left side of the field.
So what does that tell us? That there was tremendous protection on that play. Because that's not going to happen very fast to be able to cross all the way from one side of the field to the other. Great job by the offensive line, keeping him upright and plenty of time to find him downfield. And boy, they did it successfully.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's Luck now on second down. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. On third down, it's Mack, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. 48 yards. Carr now on first down. Drops it off for Coleman. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. What a spin. And he's got room. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And Nelson's got it here right side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now Carr. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tevin Coleman as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Luck on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Bruce Irvin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Luck. Green's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, it's Luck. And Green with a catch left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Again, Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again is Locke. And shedding through the tackle. And the catch made by Hilton. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a 1st down throw. Locke got his man complete over the middle. That's Green. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. The first carry for the rookie, it's Jordan Wilkins. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
Luck going to keep it on the sneak. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe it's
hammering for the goal line, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. After the run, Luck going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Coleman, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jabal Sheard in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here now, Johnny Townsend standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded at about the 28. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score.
Now a hit and lock. Lost the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Luck now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bruce Irvin in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout.
And he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3 down.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. On 1st down, Locke. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Lynch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On play action, now Carr. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Colts coming out now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Monday, 53.
To throw on second down is Locke. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Out of the gun, Locke. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Check. Lucky. 40, easy, alert. 27, check flag, 27. You better be afraid of me.
Second and 10, Luck again. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line.
Check out. 40, easy, alert. Watch QB drop. Hey, check flag, 27. 6-2.
Luck throwing again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Gary and Conley. 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Line 674. Check out. Line 90. On. Here we go, G. All day.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Locke. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Line 623.
To throw is Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mack. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Line 622.
To the air again, Locke. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
We're rolling. Check out. 675.
Locke on third down. And he connects with Ebron. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck.
Line 674.
From the 50, it's Luck. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Garrett Conley. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, could won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Raiders on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Hey, 4 down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Now bounce right back on it, keeps possession. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Luck on first down. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Luck. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a first down throw. Luck. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on first. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for Oakland, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
queen. Thugger.
I never